Hi, I'm Lance with Ultimate Canine, and that was Maggie. Hi, I'm Lance with Ultimate Canine, and today Maggie and myself are going to talk about how to start building focus. I haven't worked with Maggie in a long time, and the little bit of work I did with her was very small. She knows to place a little bit, but she's ready to eat. She knows that I have her food. She hasn't had breakfast this morning. So we're going to start. I'm going to teach you guys how to start building focus in your dog. I did a video about 3 weeks ago that goes over focus, and I had a lot of comments and a lot of input because in the video I said this dog's been doing this for about a year. I've never done this with Maggie. I haven't trained Maggie in probably months and months, and the little bit I did was insignificant at most. This dog has a very good food drive, so that's what you want out of your dog. And if your dog doesn't have a lot of food drive, maybe try to find some more palatable food or hold off on feeding until later in the day so dog's a little bit hungrier, and you can start on that route. So without further ado, we're going to get cracking. All right, here we go. So I have a leash on Maggie, and the leash is just to keep my little fishbowl here pretty small in case she was to try to run away, and you see that she's not going to run away. She understands that I have food here and she's looking at the food. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait. And she's looking around, and eventually she's going to look up at me, and then I'm going to give what I want here. Okay? So she gets that food. I'm going to reload my hand and I'm going to wait. So the food is over here. I'm not trying to lure her or bait her with the food. And now she's thinking. As soon as she looks up at my face, I'm going to give her another piece. A piece of food fell on the floor. I'm not too worried about it. She is, and that's fine. And this is going pretty quick. She's starting to learn already. That focus, looking at my face, is what releases the food from my hand. The amount of food I'm giving is either from 1 to 4 pieces, depending. Now, typically what I would do in this situation if I was training a dog with a longer snout is I would then, after they did a few good repetitions, let them eat the rest of their food. I would jackpot reward them. But since Maggie has a very short snout, I can't let her really put her whole head in this bag because it won't fit. So now I have about 20 pieces of food in my hand. And I'm just going to jackpot this way. She's going to get about 2 rewards before we're done here. And you can see how fast this is going. Now a lot of people try to make noises and prompt and lure the dog to look up. I want the dog to do it operantly. I want her just to figure it out on her own. And the timing of proper reward is what's going to teach her to do that. And Maggie has great food drive, so it makes this a lot easier. Now I can even, the next step is to put my hand out a little bit further. And then over time, what I would do is I would switch clicker hands, obviously, and I would feed her from the other hand. And then the next step after that, switching hands and getting her cognizant of 360 degrees of training and all of that, is I would make her hold eye contact until my hand gets all the way in. And she's pretty good at it already. But that's going to be it for today. You don't need your sessions to be super long. I'm done with her. We got some good focus out of her. Good girl. Good girl. And she's all wiggly. Now, one last thing with a dog like Maggie. Come here, girl. Hi. Is if I get her to look into the camera, Maggie has which way eyes. So it's very hard to get focus out of her because her eyes are going both ways. So it's a little bit more of a challenge with her. Thanks for watching. We'll do an update on this. I'll do a little bit more here and there, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, just to show you how fast it goes. Thanks, Maggie. Thanks for watching.